All right, so this is going to be another movie review. This one's called White Fire, 1984. The movie poster looks awesome. It looks like dystopian flick with a hot blondie from Crawl. She gets naked a lot in this one for a long time, and we're talking full frontal too. Extermination is the reward for the world's richest prize. Robert Ginty, Fred Williamson, Belinda Mayne, the immortal Belinda Mayne, with the A cup breasts and the all over tan. We love Belinda Mayne on this channel. We want more Belinda Mayne. Belinda Mayne is the reason to watch this. And then you got Robert Ginty in his porn mustache, Fred the Hammer Williamson appearing out of nowhere for no apparent reason. Karate Man's in the chat room. Under Siege 2 Dark Territory is not coming this week. Probably next week. Oh, actually, now that I think of it, yeah. I might get to it. Yeah, I'll probably get to it Monday of next week, or a week from today. I'll get to Under Siege 2 Dark Territory, which is the sequel. But in the meantime, you can watch the other review, Under 2. I'll post the link in the chat room because Karate Man's there. We'll post the link to the Space Ice. Space Ice is calling Under Siege 2 the worst movie ever. Steven Seagal's Under Siege 2 robbed the world of its innocence. Worst movie ever. Here we go. Let's see if I can pull this thing up. Here it is. Check this one out. All right. White Fire, also known as Vivre pour Severe and Le Demain, is a 1984 French, U.S., Italian, Turkish action film by Jean-Marie Palardy. It stars the great Belinda Mayne, who gets naked multiple times, the great British actress who is in Crawl, another great flick. We want more Belinda Mayne. Robert Ginty, Fred the Hammer Williamson, Gordon Mitchell, and Jess Hahn. The title song of the film is White Fire, sung by the rock group Limelight. Pretty cool soundtrack. Bo Ginty and Ingrid Mayne, respectively brother and sister, employees at a diamond mine shaft company, stumble upon a discovery of a legendary diamond The wildfire, and a band of criminals set out to take it from them. In 2015, the film was featured on an episode of Red Letter Media's Best of the Worst, together with Future War and The Jar. The panelists criticized the film's heavy and persistent incestuous overtones, referring to it as a 91-minute treatise on incest couched in a heist movie. The segment of the episode focusing on Whitefire includes clips from the film in which Bo Ginty utters lines of dialogue such as, "It's a pity you're my sister," while she's buck naked upon seeing Ingrid Mayne naked. Ingrid is subsequently murdered, and Bo later meets a woman who bears a striking resemblance to her, also played by Mayne, and enters into romantic relationships with her. They even put plastic surgery on her to make her look like his sister, and then he starts like feeling out at her breasts and stuff. And he's doing this while he's fantasizing about his childhood days. What the heck is going on with this movie? This is definitely one of those so bad that it's good type movies. I don't know if Karate Man recommended this or was it Adrian. It was one of those two Australian dudes for sure, because I don't know how this got on my movies list. Anyway, distributed by Trans World Entertainment, release date 1984, running time 101 minutes. Countries France, Turkey, and the USA, also known as United States. Whitefire, original title Vivre pour Sauvetage, 1984, rated R, 1 hour 41 minutes. Has to be the coolest movie poster of all time, with Robert Ginty and his chainsaw, Brenda Mayne with her gun, and Fred the Hammer Williamson get ready to do some kung fu moves. Gets a pretty low 4.7 out of 10 on IMDb, 1,100 ratings. Two Russian siblings living in Istanbul, Turkey, who work in the diamond fencing business, scheme to steal the newly discovered legendary diamond, Whitefire, but their rivals have other plans in mind. All right, here's a flattering review from TD11 on IMDb. TD11 gives it a 9 out of 10. I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. We love this flick. Good stuff. Whitefire. If I can get to Under Siege 2, Dark Territory, on Saturday, it would be quite an accomplishment. All right, here's the Whitefire review by TD11, giving it a 9 out of 10. Still pretty high rating. The title of the review on IMDb is Beautiful Nude Martial Artist Makes Whitefire Very Memorable. It is important that you watch the big box TWE VHS tape, which has a clear, vibrant picture instead of the fuzzy, washed out DVD put up by Westlake Entertainment. Like many old movies, the DVD is made from a far inferior print to the VHS. You really want a nice, clear look at Belinda Mayne's body. Amen to that, brother. There are a couple scenes that make this movie a classic. The one that comes to mind is spectacular. Belinda May taking a nude swim and providing full frontal nudity. View of her spectacular body. No kidding. Think Ursula Andress, but better looking and nude. After some playful banter with her brother, Ingrid, Belinda's character is attacked by a gang and uses martial arts while wearing only a white towel to kill or dispatch them. The movie is fun, campy, and watchable. You might also enjoy the sadistic female villain. Hey, where'd Karate Man go? He left. He did. He didn't want to watch that unflattering review of Under Siege 2: Dark Territory. More like this: Death Stalker, Deadly Prey, Hard Ticket to Hawaii, and Miami Connection. I think I have Hard to Hawaii on my movies list. Same with Miami Connection. But I'll see if I can find Death Stalker and Deadly Prey, as well as those other two movies that I mentioned earlier. Like several other movies and TV series, the movie depicts Istanbul as a desert or near a desert, which fits the traditional narrative of many historical romance pieces. Western princess abducted by sultan, etc. In truth, the nearest desert to Istanbul is over 7,000 miles away. In a close-up in the final shootout, it's clearly visible of one of the bad guys is holding a rifle-shaped piece of wood and not a real weapon. This was featured in Best of the Worst, Future War, The Jar, and Whitefire. Now, those are two movies that I want to see, Future War and The Jar. Release date September 19th, 1984 in France. Countries of origin, Turkey, France, and UK. Language, French, also known as Whitefire der Todesdiamant. Filming locations, Istanbul, Turkey. Production companies, AFM, Film Center International, and Les Films, JMP. Runtime, an hour, 41 minutes. In color, sound mix is mono, and the aspect ratio is 1.85 to 1. So there you have it. Karate Man wanted Seagal-a-thon week, and instead we got 3 other movies to watch review beforehand. And hopefully I can get through all 3 of them this week. I don't know if I can get to Under Siege 2 Dark Territory on Saturday. We'll see. We'll see what we can do. The problem is that although I don't have anything going on Friday night, I don't have a hot date or anything. Saturday morning, I've got to take my car back because there's a slow oil leak that Jiffy Lube found. So I got to take it to the dealer. I guess it's a manufacturer defect or something. So I've got to do that early morning. But while I'm at the Toyota dealer waiting for my car, I could just watch movies on my phone. And then Saturday night, I've got Fast Star Dinner Dance at my church. And then Sunday, of course, all day with my son. So I'll try to squeeze as many movies as I can in between uh, my car maintenance and my dinner dance on Saturday. We'll see how that goes. All right. So I've got 4 movies to add to my list, namely Death Stalker, Deadly Prey, uh, Future War, and The Jar. So I'll see if I can find those. Next 3 coming down the pike based on a true saint television show. 2024, The Fatal Hour 1940, and Rocket Attack USA 1960. So those are my next 3. Sorry if I can't make it to number 4, which is Under Siege 2 Dark Territory. Some more Steven Seagal. I've also got On Deadly Ground. Another Seagal. That's number 8 on my list with Ardley Army and Billy Bob Thornton. On Deadly Ground. Is that the environmentalist nonsense? Oh, I'm not. I can tell you right now, just reading the plot from On Deadly Ground, I'm going to have a very low opinion of that movie. Unless something miraculous happens, like it's one of those so bad that it's good type movies. All right. There is a possibility of that. We'll just have to wait and see. Because even the nonsense Superman 4 movie, the nonsensical Superman 4 movie where Superman goes to the United Nations, even that was halfway decent. I mean, it wasn't horrible. It had its moments. It was probably better than Superman 3, I guess. Or maybe about the same. Anyways, cool. We'll get to Steven Seagal movies either this weekend or Monday, depending on how much I'm able to boogie without falling asleep on Saturday. Laters.